Hello and welcome to Consoletronics. We're going to move things forward now a couple of generations and come to Sega's last console, the Dreamcast. A console I have mixed opinions about. I was there, got it day one when it first came out here in the UK. I had it pre-ordered and I bought 6 of the 8 launch titles. But overall, if I had to give my honest opinion, I was pretty disappointed with the machine, but we'll save that for another video. Right now we're going to be playing some Giga. Now this is a game I really like, but that's not a sentiment shared by a lot of people out there. This game is coming from some sharp criticism. But we're going to look at the positives here. There's 4 characters to choose from. We'll choose this fella here, Stuck, because he kind of looks like me. And he's got a green ship. You can't get more gangster than that. My overriding memory of this game. I actually got this game just as the Dreamcast was coming to the end of its lifespan. Picked it up in a bargain bin for about £7 or £8. But like I say, I had a friend who was heavy into the import scene like myself. He's the one who introduced me to a lot of the great shooters on Sega systems like Radiant Silvergun, Metal Black, Dodonpachi, them kind of games. I lent him this one and he hated it, whereas I thought it was excellent. I suppose you could categorise it as a bullet hell. It's not a very difficult game. It's pretty easy to go through on one credit, but I haven't played this game for a while, so you'll probably see me die a couple of times. But it's all good. We keep it real here on this channel. Like before, I'm only going to play through the first couple of levels, let you see what it looks like. It is becoming increasingly rare, this game. I've seen the prices steadily increase on eBay. But, if you ever come across the game, it's definitely worth picking up. And this guy always shows up. But as you can see, he's pretty simple. He's a little bit more difficult when you face him as other characters. What happens is there's a set number of levels, but the order in which you play the levels changes depending on the character you've chosen. What I might do actually is upload a second part to this where I show off the later levels and the end boss. And believe me, the end boss is definitely worth checking out. He's massive, he takes up the whole screen and then some. But what they say, size doesn't matter. At least that's what I told her. And in case you're wondering what the RF bar means at the bottom, you haven't seen me use it yet, as there's really no danger on this first level. It's actually your reflex force. And what that means is when things get a little bit more frantic and there's more bullets on the screen, you press and hold the shoot button, which is on A, and charge up that bar. A force field surrounds your ship and you can send the bullets back to where they came from. I'll try and use it in a second once the more powerful sort of enemies show up. Let you see what I'm talking about. I'll use it on this guy here, this blue tank. Charge, charge, charge. There we go, blast them back. It's definitely a handy trick to use on the bosses, but in general gameplay it's cool. Zigged when I should have zagged. Besides the gimmick of a reflect button, you also have a bomb attack on B, surprisingly. But I'll keep that till I get to the boss. He should be coming along any minute now. If I'm honest, the boss battles are the only real challenge you face in this game. This isn't like my first videos when I covered Thunder Force. I mean, those games would keep you occupied for weeks. They were very, very difficult games. This one isn't so much about the outright difficulty, it's more about replay value, coming back and bettering your high score, that kind of thing. I wonder what the actual best high score is possible in this game. Because you look at my high score at the moment, you can see it racking up there. I'm already 9 or 10 digits up. This is actually a port of an arcade game. I'd imagine it's damn near arcade perfect on the Dreamcast. There'd be something seriously wrong with it if it wasn't. Okay, so here's the first boss. And the sort of storyline behind this game, from what I can gather, is there's some sort of medallion either taking control of machinery or possessing people or something like that. Oh no, they don't really explain things very clearly here. But if you want good storylines, read a book, because here all you'll find is death and destruction. now. It starts off with weak attacks, but you know the big shots are coming. Right on cue. Oh, and also to add a bit of spice to the encounter, you'll notice the timer ticking down on the right hand side. If the timer reaches 0 and you still haven't killed him, well, then he's going to bounce and you can kiss the high score goodbye. But he's almost dead anyway, this is his final form. There's some nice bullet waves that some of the characters throw at you. But, you know, if you play the game once or twice before, you can easily read them. Or reflect them if you rather. Alright, now that I wasn't expecting. Like I say, it has been a little bit of a while since I played this game, but I always like to put it on every now and then. Let's be using my bomb shot there. You know, it's one of them nice shoes that you can just pick up and play. Alright, it cost me a few lives, but you know. Tally up the scores. Now before and after every level you get a little bit of a, not a cutscene, but you get the character with his internal monologue. I always wondered if they might change, if you could finish the level maybe without dying, maybe you'd get a different response from the characters, but no, same old, same old. Alright, level 2. Now, I like this level. There's a lot more action going on that screen at one time. You know, you got less time to think and it comes more down to reactions, and that's how I like these kind of games. These stupid trains, they take forever to die. I'm going to have to use some bombs on them or something. There we go. Right, still standing. No, I hate trains anyway, so I'm loving this. Yeah, you can see that medallion thing there on the train on the right hand side. That's going to fly off now and enter the body of the second boss. One of the biggest criticisms I hear about this game all the time as I hear, oh, the graphics are shit, oh, the gameplay's slow, it's boring, and oh, lack of colour as well. That's what someone once said to me. He said, oh, it's not very colourful, this game, is it? I mean, it's not supposed to be. It's you know, it's set like in a futuristic sort of cityscape. It's not like a fantasy game, right? And as for graphics, well, if you pardon my French, it's a 2D shooter for fuck's sake. Need to pay attention. Need to pay attention to what I'm doing. I should also say that this is actually the UK PAL version of the game I'm playing. I've not played the Japanese version or the arcade or anything like that. So this is the only version of the game that I can really talk about. I don't know if there's any major differences between this and the Japanese version. I hope not. I'm actually playing this at 50 Hz as well, which might affect how this comes across, but it's the only way I can record it with the dazzle I'm using. I don't know if it's just me getting old or what, but I'm actually knackered and all I've been doing is sitting here pressing buttons. We haven't even got to the hard levels yet. What was I talking about earlier? Oh yeah, if you ever come across a copy of this game for a reasonable price, definitely pick it up. It's good. Is it up there with the best of them? No, of course not. Are you mad? But it's fun, and that's what matters. And on the other side of things, the fact that it got a Western release at all is a minor miracle in itself. And you know, we don't see that many 2D shoot-em-ups getting released. You know, Dodonpachi Resurrection, or as we in the trade know it as Dodonpachi Daifukatsu. And trust me, I've been caning that game. I got it as soon as it came out. I'll probably put a video up on that as well sometime soon. Now in all that excitement, I realise we come to the second boss. Right, now this guy can pose a few problems, so I'm going to have to probably keep my mouth shut for a minute or two and actually just concentrate on what I'm doing. Normally when I play these kind of games now I don't use continues, but you know, considering I haven't played this for a little while and you know, I'm filming it as well, might as well. Infinite continues, so you know, you can finish the game in one sitting if you're so inclined. But you know me, I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I'm trying to keep my eyes on the boss now. That medallion there, when that opens up, he's going to do a blast. You can catch me with that thing again. This is all edge of your seat stuff now, folks. Timer's ticking down as well. Oh, he's dead. Oh well. How long has this video been going on for anyway? Let me see. Over 10 minutes. Alright then. We'll do one more level. You've twisted my arm. Also, it's probably a bit late to say this now, but I hope you all can understand what I'm saying. I had a bit of a cold recently, so I'm still struggling with it actually. So I hope you're not having to turn up your volume to actually hear what I'm saying. Yeah, apparently this guy's got night vision as well. Now there was a sequel to this game, Giga Wing 2, also ported to the Dreamcast, I believe. I've not played it, not even seen it. Definitely on my to get list, but like this game, I've seen it go for pretty high prices. Once upon a time, I had no problem. £100 for one import game, no problem. Now, nah, not so much. I'm a bit more picky about the games I choose. Just simply can't afford it. Also saving up to get a new motor, get my own place. And these things, they do not come cheap, my friend. But you don't need me to tell you that. It's the same everywhere now, isn't it? Alright, what am I talking about? I don't know. Back to the game. Come on, back to the game. Where are we now? Yeah, we just strafed this landing strip. Gone to the boss, and that'll be it. Lots of things to collect, lots of things to see and do. Overall, like I said already, I like this game. It's probably not going to be. I mean, if you're a fan of the bullet hell genre, if if shoot 'em ups are your thing, you'll probably see a lot you like in this game, probably a lot you don't like. Like I say, it's not the best, but I mean, I paid next to nothing for it, so can't really go wrong, can you? In terms of other shoot 'em ups that I'll probably be making videos on, well, let's see, I've got 12 Stag on PS2. That's a pretty interesting kind of game. Metal Black on Saturn. That's one I've always enjoyed playing. I want to upload some PC Engine videos, but that's probably not going to happen just yet. The reason being is I've actually destroyed my CD player, so I can't play the CD games. Take it from me, take it from someone who knows. Never put a UK power supply into a Japanese console. On the plus side though, it does give me an excuse to go out and buy a Turbo Duo, something I've been putting off for a long time. But you know, that's going to have to wait till the new year. Chances are I'll probably have a lot of free time come the new year. There's a new law coming into effect here in the UK where all agency workers like myself have to be given the same money as any full-time worker, so if I don't get full-time employment there, I can't see them keeping any agency on. It just means more time to make YouTube videos, doesn't it? See, there's always a plus side. Boss time again, I think. Yeah, for the life of me, I can't remember who this boss is. Most of the bosses I can remember, but not this guy. Oh, I remember this guy now. He's actually one of the better bosses to fight. I'm going to try and take him out as quickly as I can. I don't want this video to go on for too long. After all, too much of a good thing is a bad thing. Oh no, that's new, I don't remember those. So we'll shoot them straight back at him. So, had to resort to the bombs there. walked straight into it. Oh dear. It's all going Pete-tong. I've actually finished this game a couple of times without even losing a life. Well, that's him taken care of anyway. But you know what? I think I'll show you a little bit of the next level. Just a little bit. Whet the appetite. Almost immediately after you start, you come up to a bit of a mid-boss. So we'll play up to there, then that's it. I promise. He does talk a lot of rubbish, this guy. Now this is where the game really starts to come to life, these kind of levels now, where there's so much going on that screen at once. This is what separates the men from the boys. Speaking of men against boys, I see Arsenal won again today. You watch, 2012, we're finally going to win another trophy. And if we don't, I'll do a giveaway, I'll give away again. Alright, we come up to this mid-boss I was talking about. Take him out real quick. He doesn't take that many hits, so this won't take very long. See? Told you. Alright, well, that's it for me. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna rip my girlfriend's knickers off. They're starting to cut into my willy. So that's it. Giga, Sega Dreamcast. Great game. And for all those people who made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. I'll have a new video up soon.